I don't do intros. How you guys doing today? I'm doing alright today. Today I'm bringing you guys some more Lords of the Fallen gameplay. This is still footage from my first playthrough. I did eventually beat the game at like a couple nights ago, like maybe 2 nights ago or whatever. But in this footage I believe I'm around level 90, maybe even level 100 at some points. It's my Inferno build. We're using the Fallen Lord's sword in this video, along with a couple of Inferno spells that are extremely good. We're going to go through all of that. But first, guys, if you guys wouldn't mind dropping a like on the video, man, dropping a like and subscribe on the video, man. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs before the end of the year. I think we can do it if we're tenacious enough, man. We're right on the cusp already. We're almost at 950 subscribers here on the channel, man. So it'd mean the world to me if you guys would just go ahead and drop the sub and get me a little bit closer to my goal. Also, go follow my Twitch if you haven't already. The link is in the description of this video. We just hit 100 followers on there, and I would greatly appreciate it. As a matter of fact, if you're watching this video today, the day that it goes up, check the channel, man, because there's a good chance that I might be streaming some Elden Ring today on YouTube. If you guys didn't hear, Twitch actually announced that they are allowing streams on other platforms. I'm sorry, guys. Every time I start to record a video, my cat just decides it's fucking goblin mode time and he goes crazy around the room. But yeah, Twitch updated their rules so we can stream on YouTube now. And yeah, so we'll be doing that. A little bit of Elden Ring invasions. I'm doing like a 900 subscriber celebration. A little bit of invasions. If I decide that I want to do a fight club, maybe we can do a fight club. But for now, guys, let's talk about Lords of the Fallen. How do you guys feeling about this game right now? I'll tell you how I'm feeling, but I'm very curious as to how you guys are feeling about the game's current climate as is. Obviously, it's like fine on people who have like monster PC. The game's actually running pretty well. But for people like me who are console gamers and whatnot, this game is not performing very well. And yeah. Now I will say it does seem like the performance gets slightly better with each patch, but it is kind of strange how the game pretty much still is not at a functional place, and they're like updating the game with like weird Halloween events and whatnot. They basically just reskinned the Red Reaper boss and said if you go on an Easter egg hunt and then you kill the Red Reaper boss in the Hush Saint boss arena, then you will get a helmet. A limited time helmet, which I thought was neat and whatever. But I would like my game to stop stuttering every time it decides to autosave. As a matter of fact, can you just take out the autosave, man? They added the autosave in one of the later patches because the game was having really bad crashing issues. Not only was it crashing really bad, it was also like messing up people's saves, as in they would lose like hours and hours of progress through the game because their save would fuck up because of these severe crashes. And this happened on mainly consoles. I think Xbox pretty much got the worst of it. But it is something that happened, and they are striving to fix it. And yeah. I mean, I could say a lot of nice things about the developers, man. They've made a great game. I think this game, it really is fun, and it's got some quirks about it that I really like in terms of PvP when the PvP actually works. But I just don't feel like this game performance-wise is it's not up to snuff, man. In the year 2023. Games should not be releasing in this kind of state, man. This is another Fallout situation. This is another No Man's Sky. This is another Cyberpunk. It's abysmal. It's still playable if you're solo, if you're playing offline, but only like a monster PC at that point. That being said, guys, I am enjoying Lords of the Fallen. I'm gonna be making build videos around this game as well. Just trying out some like some fancy stuff and whatnot. I don't know when I'm gonna make a new character. I might just respec this guy. If you guys don't know, you actually can you can dupe the respec item. And yeah, that's something that's cool about the game. You can dupe the respec item, so you can respec your build as many times as you want. So that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. In my next video on this game, I'm actually gonna be level 125. Because the Demon Souls PvP meta has infected this game as well. So we're gonna be 125 doing some 125 invasions over there. What's funny about that is a lot of people AFK farmed the Red Reaper as much as they possibly can, so they're like level 125 in the fucking swamp and shit, which is hilarious. If you guys don't know, this game, I think pretty much has... I'm sorry guys, I'm looking at my lizard right now, who is like... Fucking hell. Apologies, I actually had to stop the video and go help my bearded dragon out because he was like stuck in some weird place and making all kinds of noises. This is kind of like a trend with these videos now that I'm noticing, where every time I go to do post commentary on something, my lizard and my bearded dragon decide they want to just fuck shit up for whatever reason. And he's still fucking shit up. I don't know, actually that might be my cat now, I don't know. My dog is a good boy, he's sleeping. Anyway, if you're curious about this build and whatnot, it's pretty much just an Inferno build at level 90 in this video. I don't have any stats to show you at the end of this video because I've progressed already enough into the game to where it doesn't really matter. But I can give you some advice if you guys are running an Inferno build, because Inferno builds in this game, man, they have a rough patch to go through. The early game is abysmal. All of your upgrades you get in lower Calrath, and then once you get to lower Calrath, everything in this area specifically, is fucking resistant to fire. So you have to deal with that, man. With that being said, like mid to late, Inferno builds slap. And for me, I pretty much just scooped up the Fallen Lord Sword. I didn't really go for Bloodlust, even though I pretty much think that Bloodlust is the best Inferno weapon in the game. If you're dual wielding two of them. But for me, man, I love the Fallen Lord Sword. It's amazing. It's huge damage. It's fucking great. The Ignite is really, really good on it. Also, you might be noticing that at some points in the game, I was using Holy Salts on my Fallen Lord Sword. That's because the developers actually fucked up and didn't add Inferno Weapon into the game until recently. At least not for console players. PC players actually had Inferno Weapons in the game, but console players did not, man. This is something they added in a new patch, which was very, very strange, because I had already gotten to the area where Inferno Weapon was, and like it would have been useful if the spell was actually there, but whatever. Anyway, if you're doing an Inferno build, man, I just picked up the Fallen Lord Sword. I used the Rogard Delight. I used the Ring of Night's Fire, and I think the Ring of Bones, which is the equipment load ring. Because the Fallen Lord Sword is really, really heavy. And the only stats you really need to upgrade are your Vitality, which is your health, your Endurance, which is your stamina, and your Inferno, which upgrades your mana and your damage. I think at this point around 90, I probably had about 50 Inferno, 45 Inferno, something like that. About 40 Vitality, and about 20 Endurance, if I had to guess. Those are pretty much the only stats I leveled. So if you are looking to do an Inferno build, and you came to this video looking for a level 90 Inferno build, something like that, that would be advice for you. For me though, this is still just footage from my first playthrough of the game. So what I've done as I've been playing Lords of the Fallen is I would kill a boss, and then I would go back and I would co-op with somebody, help them kill a boss, and then I would do invasions, and we've done it twice now. So I did like a little bit of invasions in the beginning of the game, and I think I did a video in sort of the middle when I actually did find this sword. And now this is the third video where in which I'm exclusively using the Fallen Lord sword. Um, I still might do another video with this weapon. I think we're gonna do a couple Inferno build videos, but yeah, I've got. There's only like a few good Inferno weapons to be honest, and we're probably gonna run through all of them, and then we're gonna do some different builds and whatnot. I've got some pretty cool stuff planned for you guys. With that being said, guys, if you like this kind of content, it's kind of PvP content, it's kind of Lords of the Fallen, Elden Ring, Souls-like content, be sure to like and subscribe, man. Trying to get to 1,000 subs before the end of the year. We're super close right now, almost at 950 as we speak. So it'd mean the world to me if you guys would drop a sub. And with that being said, guys, fare thee well, peace out, and all that fun stuff. And don't you dare go hollow, friends.